My people, una good morning. Oh, we carry Obenge news to come this today. Things is happening in ADC. Today, all the whole lawmakers that joined ADC, they have decamped from ADC to NDC. You know, P2B is the one that carried them, come from their various parties, from LP, from PDP, carry them come to ADC. But now, they have decamped from ADC to NDC. Oh, Bonagaga, that is movement trend. Come, let us see in the house when they're calling their names one by one, all the whole people that have defected from ADC to NDC.
And talking politics now, no fewer than 17 members of the House of Representatives have defected from the African Democratic Congress to the Nigeria Democratic Congress. The other factions were announced on the floor of the House during plenary on Tuesday. Also announced was the defection of Leke Abejide from the ADC to the All Progressives Congress. Lawmakers who defected to the NDC include Yusuf Dati, Kenneth Okonkwu, Adamu Wakili, Thaddeus Atta, Judge Ozodinobi, Lillian Orogbu, Oluwaseyi Shoumi, Peter Anyekwe, Mukhtar Zakari, George Oluwande, Munachim Uwezuke.
I hope you saw it. I told you people that ADC, they don't have any structure without P2B and Kwankwaso. You see, I told you that P2B is on a moving trend. Anywhere he goes to, that is where his people are going. But since then, you have seen all of ADC gaslighting. Please watch what Kenneth Okonkwu said about P2B. You will see that everybody, all of them, they are ganged before to catch P2B, but P2B passed them and moved away from ADC to NDC. Watch, when we come back, we'll round up.
He has never been in one, and he will not be in one until he finishes his political career. He became a governor. He entered into primary election. He failed and lost to Raf Mosu in Apuga. And then he still managed to find the leaders to cancel that primary, and they still gave him the ticket. That was how he became governor. And so when he gave the reason of challenges, of course, he lied, because his main reason is that he does not want to face the primary election. And let me tell you another thing, because ADC was fully prepared to convince the whole world that P2B is not interested in democracy. When he came into ADC, he gave a condition that he should be allowed to produce the National Organization Secretary, National Organizing Secretary, NOS. And the reason he gave is that so that he will be the one to conduct the primary. And ADC said, fine, take. When we were doing the e-registration, P2B again and his followers asked to be in charge of the e-registration. And that was why they put my sister, Aisha Yusuf, to be in charge and Obi aid, so that all the members of ADC in the primary will be determined by P2B. And then P2B was to organize the primary. That was why you did not hear him say, this primary is dollarized, is monetized. That's the reason I'm going. Because he was to be the one to organize the primary. Yet, he was still afraid of free and fair election. Not, of course, of zoning, because he went to even southern aspirants in order for them to step down for him. So he's a man who is afraid of free and fair primary election. So he left. Of course, I knew he was. I don't have a problem with Atiku Abubakar, meaning he does not have any problem with the aspirants. Then what is the reason he gave? He said, I don't like challenges. I don't like trouble. ADC is going through challenges, legal and otherwise. And I like to run away to where there is peace, to where there is no trouble. And I now ask, how can this same man ask Nigerians to entrust Nigeria in his care when Nigeria is the most challenged country in the world today? Nigeria is both physically and mentally challenged in all capacity. Nigeria is the fourth most terrorized nation on earth. Nigeria has borrowed itself to bankruptcy. Nigeria, as I'm talking to you, the bandits tie people on the tree and put fire under them to burn them in Kwara, in Kogi, in Niger. So how can a man who says running away from challenges be able to face the challenges we are facing in Nigeria today? I am sorry. The P2B's temperament and his capacity is incompatible with the requirement of Nigeria of today. So the ADC cannot possibly be missing anything. He was losing his polling unit in his own state by the gubernatorial candidate that he chose by himself. Recall that even when one member of the House of Assembly of Labour Party died, they fielded his widow to know whether they can get the sympathy of the people. But because of the rejection of Anambra people to P2B's leadership star, they still voted against the innocent widow. So recall that before he entered ADC, his political career was already dead. So dead that he could not even enter ADC from his own state.
Let's begin. You are welcome back. I hope you saw Kenneth Okonkwu, what he's saying, what he's gaslighting, what he's talking about P2B is unfortunate. This Kenneth Okonkwu you are seeing, everybody knows him. And I believe that if you never watch him in 2023, you will ask, who is this? But this man is the man that's supporting P2B in 2023. Everything. Maybe in my next video, I will show you what he said about P2B in 2023. You see? And what he said about Atiku, he's sponsoring. This Atiku that sponsor him to be saying all those things. He said a lot of things, bad things about Atiku Abubakar in 2023. Today, he's supporting him. But there is something I'm asking. You are supporting somebody in ADC, and somebody joined you people, and he left. Why can't you remain and focus on the person that you are supporting? The time you use to criticize someone, use it and campaign for your man. Okay? If Atiku Abubakar have a good reputation in the society, use it to campaign for him. Allow P2B to be. Do you understand? Okay, P2B and Okonkwo, so they have left to NDC. Why can't you people allow them to be? Okay, you people are in the same party before. Nobody is saying anything. Look at what Kenneth Okonkwu is saying. He says that they should not allow him. They should not do that. They should not do that. And they give him, for him to nominate secretary. Nominate that. Nominate that. Okay, what happened next? Why can't you allow him when he's going? Nominate another person for him to be your own this. Please, and please, Kenneth Okonkwu, focus on Atiku. Leave P2B alone. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Please share and comment.